Hello, Tom Williamson, your Berlin tour guide, here with Rick from MITA 3000 today, looking around at Potsdamer Platz. And it's quite a piece of architectural achievement, and Rick was curious about how they built it, so I told him a quick little story, and I'll tell you too. What they did was, the entire site was built at one time. It's 18 acres. On the south side of the site, it abuts against a 340-year-old canal, the Landwehr Canal. And so what they did was, they dug down as far as they could until the water got swampy, and then they took all the equipment out of the dig site, and they broke the wall of the canal, and they made an 18-acre lake. And for the next 4 years, Berlin had an 18-acre lake here. Now they float barges in. The first barge is a digging machine, a dredger, and it does nothing but makes the lake deeper and puts the dredge onto canal boats that are taken out over the next 2 years. Then the second barge they bring in is made to be a cement factory, and they release the cement out the bottom of the barge, and it settles to the bottom where they send bell divers down 40 deep foot of water to smooth it all out. Finally, the third barge they bring in is going to be a drilling pounding machine. It puts all the anchors in for all the buildings that you see behind me. Now, this was really quite a technological thing. When they're done, they finish, then they take all the 3 barges apart, they float them out on the lake, okay, and then they repair the wall, and then they drain the lake. And finally, you have an 18-acre building site with all of the pounding and the mechanisms and the footings in for all the buildings that you see behind me. In some of the cases for these 300-foot-high buildings, they had to go down about 785 feet in order to find something hard underneath the swamp. I have some photographs, and I'll show them to you now in separate places. Very quickly, this is how it all looked before the war. Potsdamer Platz was the busiest site in Europe. And then, of course, after the war, it looks a little different. It's completely destroyed. And that's the way it sat until the wall came down. That's about all the time I have. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.